All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure and honor to introduce one of our greatest partners in the work that we do. And I've worked with this individual for the last 11 years. She does an amazing job for older adults throughout the city of Boston. She is our single most important partner and heads the most amazing organization and agency. Please welcome our good friend and partner in this event from the H Strong Commission, Commissioner Emily Che.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Ray. Thank you for your amazing, whoa. I don't know what's going on with this mic. I won't touch the mic.
It's okay.
I'm definitely shorter than Ray. All right. Hello, everybody. Happy Pride. Happy Pride. Yes. And it is so great to see you all out there today. This is wonderful. You always pack this room, and we love, love, love having you here with us at this event. A big thank you to our partners, Ethos. We have Val and Ray, who you heard from, and they have a whole team here. We could not do this event so successfully unless we were working in partnership with folks. I also want to thank our Mayor's Office of LGBTQ plus Affairs, and you will hear from Julianne in just a few minutes, and of course my team at Age Strong. You heard a little bit from Bob and David earlier, but we want you to know that we're always here for you for whatever you need. I know some of you don't live in Boston. We do serve folks from Boston, but if you're not in Boston, we love you anyways. But you can always give us a call, and we'll get you connected up to the aging resources in your community as well. I want to let folks know, just a shout out to the LGBTQ senior housing that's going up in Boston. That's right. And a big thank you to the mayor and to our Chief of Housing, Sheila Dillon, for investing in that building. We're really excited about it. But I want to let you know that the lottery is going to be at the end of the year, so I told them I would mention this today. They have a table outside, so if folks are interested in the housing, you need to sign up for the lottery. So make sure that you can do that today, so make sure that you do that so that you can be a part of that process when it happens. All right, now it is my pleasure to introduce our brand new interim executive director of LGBTQ advancement. So this is a new city office. Come on up here, Julianne. And I'm really excited that Julianne has this role. Doubly excited because, as I think a lot of you know, Julianne was a part of our team for many years at the Age Strong Commission. So we're just thrilled to see her in this new role. So turning it over to you, Julianne.
I am as tall as Ray. Thank you. Hi, everyone. So as the commissioner mentioned, my name is Julianne Lee. I use she, they pronouns, and I'm the interim executive director of the Mayor's Office of LGBT plus Advancement in the city of Boston. And I want to wish everyone a happy Pride! Woo! Happy Pride, everybody. I got my starts here at Age Strong Commission. I was shaped and molded by not only the team of Corrine and Nuria and Renee and Mary Beth and Bob and everyone here, and specifically our commissioner. And it really shaped that my heart beats for our older adults and the elders and the seniors that have paved the way for us. We stand on your shoulders. We stand on your backs. And I wanted to take a moment to say thank you so much, and thank you for my pride. LGBTQ plus advancement is a priority of this administration and our mayor. A year ago, under her leadership, our office was created. We heard from smiles, we heard of joining the fight, continuing the fight. And within that, a real priority of this office is supporting our LGBTQ plus older adults. We've provided support, wraparound service with the Pride. Eileen, Gretchen, thank you so much for your leadership in that work. Our team is invested in uplifting our LGBTQ plus older adults with many grants, supporting work, including Outstanding Life, LGBTQ plus elders of color. I saw Paul Glass here today. Where's Paul? Supporting Black and Brown documentaries. And we all know, as the Reverend had mentioned, the hate legislation going around in our country. And while many parts of this nation are moving backwards, we're leading the charge. Thanks to your work, your support, standing on your shoulders, we're moving Boston forward. So thank you so much for that. I also just wanted to note that I think some of you might know about the graffiti incident in Jamaica Plain, and wanting to hold space for those that were impacted in our community. The City of Boston, our mayor, will not condemns the acts of hate against our queer community. We will not be intimidated in our work to make Boston a city for everyone. We want our community to know that we will not tolerate these acts of hate. We will strive to combat the hate with work that uplifts our community. I have on my team here Denisha Yancey. You can't miss her. Denisha, do a little wiggle. She has information. Yeah, there it is. That's what I was getting at. She has information to, yes, the shoes. I'm learning. I'm taking notes every single day with her. We want to support the First Baptist Church in Jamaica Plain. This Sunday, we just wanted to share with you all at 1 o'clock. They're having a Pride Speak Out celebration on their lawn. So this Sunday, 1 o'clock, talk to myself or Denisha. Bring your glitter. And we're going to see many of you at Pride tomorrow. And I just wanted to say thank you for all that you do for our community every single day. So happy Pride.
All right, now, you know that your department is only as good as the people within it and the people around it. So we are so lucky to work with a fabulous Chief of Human Services. Please join me in welcoming Jose Masso.
Thank you so much, Commissioner. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jose Masso. I am lucky to be the Chief of Human Services for the City of Boston. I am lucky to have Age Strong within my cabinet. I am lucky for it to be led by Commissioner Shea. Big round of applause for Commissioner Shea, please. She's very humble. I want to thank the entire team at Age Strong Commission for pulling this event together and for making it special every year in partnership with Ethos and the many folks that make it possible. So big round of applause to the servers, to the folks making the drinks, making the food as well. Now, Pride Month is a special time when we reflect on the hard-fought civil rights that the LGBTQ community has earned, while we also take courage to face the work that still needs to be done. I am grateful to live in a city where residents are embraced by the community at large and by our city's political leadership. But I also know that many folks in this room remember a time that was not so. And despite all the progress, we must always be vigilant against backsliding. I am grateful for your generation's contributions to this movement and look forward to guarding those victories while we also seek to expand and protect the rights of all people. With that, I hope you enjoy your lunch and wish you a very, very happy Pride Month, you all. Thank you.
I'm jumping in front of Val because thank you, Chief. I just want to say quickly before Val gets up here, the Ethos, I said before they're incredible partners to us, but they are celebrating their 50th anniversary this year. So a big congratulations to Ethos.
Thank you, Emily. Happy Pride, everybody. It is wonderful to see people back in person here for the second year in a row. I think I'm not quite as tall as Emily, even. I want to first acknowledge a couple of our electeds who are standing behind and around me, those who won't be speaking today. So Representative Rob Consalvo, everybody give it up for Rob. Newly elected State Representative Billy McGregor. Councilor Erin Murphy is here right behind me. And Councilor Julia Mejia is here as well. So thanks to those folks for joining us. We, of course, have a special thanks for Mayor Wu. Mayor Wu, thank you for your unwavering support and dedication to this community. Your commitment to inclusivity and equity is paramount, and we thank you from the bottom of our heart. Jose Masso, or the younger, thank you for the support that you give and the resources that you provide to the Age Strong Commission and to all of the elders in this room. Commissioner Shea, like my heart, like at the City of Boston. Thank you for all that you do for this community, for Ethos, for all of the aging adults in Greater Boston. Thank you, Commissioner Shea. Okay, I'm going to start crying now. Reverend Irene, thank you. Reverend Irene got me through the pandemic, honest to God. So thank you, Reverend Irene, for being with us in community here. So we gather to celebrate love, diversity, and all the contributions of our LGBTQ elders. It's a time to reflect on the progress we've made. We have to acknowledge what people have called backsliding and all the anti-queer legislation. You know, I don't know, a couple days ago in California, at a school, I sit on the school committee in my town, at a school committee meeting in California, there was a riot about Pride Month, a riot of, police were having to come and upset a riot at a school committee meeting for our kids, our next generation of kids. We're trying to just do the right thing by them, and we have this awful, ugly, violent riot. And as Julianne said in JP, at a church that means so much to Ethos, there's graffiti, and we're not immune to it in Massachusetts. We're not immune to it in this country for sure. But we will move forward, and we'll move forward together because we are strong together. This group, I follow all of you, and you are an amazing. If I start calling out names, I'm going to get in trouble with somebody. But Outstanding Life, Boston Prime Timers, the Pride, all the folks in this room who are doing so much together is just amazing. And as we at Ethos have reopened, I want to make sure that everybody knows that our 4 LGBTQ cafes are open. So please come out to brunch, out for supper, come to the Rogerson House, come to Cafe Emmanuel. We can give you more information on all of those, but they are all open. We have a new outreach coordinator for this community. Fantastic. They start next week. You'll be seeing them a lot. And we have a new director coming on for the overall program for the LGBTQ community. So we're looking forward again to Pride. We'll be at the parade tomorrow. I can't wait for Pride for the people. I have the great honor now and privilege to introduce someone who has been so instrumental to furthering the cause of this community. During the height of the pandemic, she started the office that Julianne is now in of LGBTQ advancement. That is a first in the city, and it's an amazing, amazing, amazing office. Again, that commitment to equity and diversity for all of the populations of Boston is just such a priority, and it runs through every single thing that she does. And again, thank you so much for all you do, Mayor. Please welcome Mayor Wu.
Happy Pride, everyone. I am so honored and excited to see you all here. Okay, now you're all making me feel very uncomfortable. We love you. I'm so happy to see you all. I'm so thankful and grateful. I can't believe a year has gone by since this last event, and I'm here to give a little report back and brag on behalf of the team on all the work that they've been doing in partnership with you all. But first of all, this is a room of heroes. This is a room of trailblazers and hearts who have poured so much into building our communities, and whatever we can do to make sure that that continues, that we can live up to the standards and the vision that you have all set, that's what drives our work every day. And I'm so just humbled and thankful to be in a space with you all, and much less being able to work on the initiatives that you've helped dream of and put in the work and lay that foundation that we are now building on every day. I'm so thankful to Val and Ray and everyone on the Ethos team. You are just making sure that in every space across the city, wherever we can have our services reach even more deeply and build even more community, we want to partner with you all. And I know my colleagues in government, the elected officials who are standing here from the city level and the state level, our team and the Age Strong Commission, Office of LGBTQ Advancement, and every other space where we can provide services. It is about how do we get City Hall out of City Hall and into the communities that we want to continue strengthening. I do want to just pick up a little bit and reflect on the moment yesterday, because if there is any community that is used to people trying to come rain on our parade, it is a community of elders who, through your courage, through your relentlessness, through your love, refuse to settle for a different vision than where we are today. And we feel this tension because Boston, we both want to be the pace setter, right? We're proud of how far ahead in some ways we are than other parts of the country, and that's an uncomfortable space to be in, watching so much happening in other spaces and finding the way to ensure that we keep building and feel that urgency, channel that here while trying to help in everywhere else as well, and also recognizing that it is often the very spaces and places that are furthest and most deeply connected to community that become the biggest targets, right? Hence in Jamaica Plain, hence yesterday. And I think Pastor Ashley said it best when I was talking to her, that there is hate, but love will always win out. And so we stand with the church, and we are going to have a great Pride for the People and continue rolling that energy through, because how I see our work, how our team and this team of electeds is really building is we need these gatherings. We need the festivals and celebrations and community building, because that's what fuels our work every other day of the year. And it's hard, it's grueling, there's a lot to be done, but we need to make sure that we're doing that joyfully and with the love that you all have already poured into our city. So here's a couple of things that I'm really proud that the team has worked so hard to accomplish in just a little over a year that the new office has been in place. So there has been a first ever Amplify GSA Youth Summit to ensure we're creating space for our young people and allies. It was a whole day of workshops, and I don't know if you can imagine, we had dozens of young people at the Boston Arts Academy, 9 a.m. on a Sunday morning, ready to go, and it was amazing. The office also started and is building on an LGBTQ plus competency training for all of our city departments to make sure that every aspect of city constituent services reflects the commitment that we have. It doesn't live just in one office that's going to be the place to go and they get everything put on them to solve how do we make everyone feel welcome, but that they're helping build a culture and a practice across every part of our government, and we want to make this a model that we can expand to other sectors and other levels as well. We have held town halls on public safety for the queer community. We have helped pass and worked with the city council and thank them so much for their leadership in making sure that there's now an ordinance in place requiring all city forms and documents to reflect the inclusive language that is respectful of the sexual and gender diversity of our residents. The basic of who you are to be reflected on your legal documents. And they have been running the Beyond Pride Mini Grants program, which offers funding to support the projects and programs and initiatives to empower queer residents, even beyond just 1 month of the year, beyond one weekend. We want to be there every single day of the year, and so we've been putting this funding into the local community to support initiatives. I will add just a little bit more than even on the notes. We're trying to think everywhere we can about breaking down silos. I think that is really the lesson that we learned from you all, of our identities are cross-cutting. Our needs and our issues and our dreams are cross-cutting across all different supposed barriers. And we want to reflect that in our work in City Hall. And so, again, not only is it one office, which we're very proud of, and they're just kicking butt in terms of how they're moving, but everywhere we can, for example, in our housing office, creating dedicated staff and personnel in the budget to be able to have housing specialists focus on the needs that are uniquely related to housing for the trans community or housing for LGBTQ seniors, focused on how we think about city services and the education and how that intersects with all different parts of our identity and our communities. And so everywhere we can, it's about building those connections so that we can model through city government what it means to think about how we can't solve any one of our challenges unless we actually solve them together and at the same time. So I will see you all over the weekend. I've been resting up a little bit. I may not march in heels this year because I'm still feeling some lower back pain. But this is a double parade weekend. We have a huge day of festivals, and I want to thank Pride for the People because this year also another innovation. There's not only one gathering at the end of the parade, there are two spaces. So one particularly for kids and space for families, and then one for the 21 and ups who want to have a little more fun in that kind of way. And so we have City Hall Plaza and Boston Common, and it's going to be one party all the way throughout. So thank you so much for all that you do day in and day out. Love you all. So grateful. We want you all to eat and begin the meal, and so I want to make sure the program progresses, but I do want to recognize and give make sure that the other people who serve you every single day in elected office get a quick chance to say hello. So we'll start with City Councilor Julia Mejia.
I am going to be quick because I do not want to be remembered as the person that kept you from eating, okay? I am Councilor at Large Julia Mejia. I am so incredibly happy to be here with you all. One of the things that I always talk about is the importance of recognizing, and this is my mantra, and I want all of you all to say it with me, okay? Nothing about us, without us, is for us. And I want you to think about that because every space that we are in, we belong. You hear me? And the last thing I'll say is, while you might remember me and think of me as the little chihuahua on the city council because I'm always barking and fighting about something, trust that when I speak up with recognizing that even when my voice quivers, I need to speak truth to power because things need to be heard and said. So trust that I will always be here to do just that. Happy Pride.
Thank you, Councilor Mejia. Hello, everyone. I'm Erin Murphy, at-large City Councilor, and I'm just so proud to celebrate Pride with you. And so I don't forget, I'm an at-large City Councilor, but this is my neighborhood in Dorchester, and if you can see, if the column isn't blocking, our gas tank, I have always thought is a Pride gas tank, that rainbow swash. So when you look out the window, the gas tank is celebrating this month, but always, because we should never just say 1 month is a Pride month. But I do just want to say it's not lost on me that decades ago, when we were a different world in a different city, that your strength and your bravery to stand up for yourself and your loved ones and be a real role model has made this city more loving and inclusive. We do have a long way to go. We can always do better, but I do just want to say thank you to you, because it's all of your strength and hard work, and we should always be celebrating you. And I also do love seniors and know that everything that we are fighting for you, it's what you deserve. You've earned it. So make sure that you know that myself and all of my colleagues on the council are advocating, and all of my colleagues at the State House. And I do just want to shout out my good friend Julie and her amazing department, because you educate me, you educate my staff, you make us a more understanding and inclusive staff to make sure that we can do the job that we've been elected to do, which is to show up and make sure that everyone feels heard and welcome. So thank you. Happy Pride. Enjoy your lunch. Enjoy being here in Dorchester, and I'll see you over the weekend.
All right, everybody, I'm going to be really brief. I think as the only Italian up here, I know how important the chicken parm is. So I do just want to say one thing. State Representative Rob Consalvo, proudly representing the 14th Suffolk, Hyde Park, Rosendale, Reedville, and West Roxbury. You heard the pride mentioned. I got to tell you, I couldn't be more proud to be the state representative that represents a neighborhood where the pride will be. And I also want to shout out my friends Gretchen Van Ness and Eileen Mortour and Chris Roberts, who's right here, who have worked so hard to bring that pride to our community. I was thrilled as a state representative to secure $250,000 in the budget with State Senator Liz Miranda to go towards the pride and this project, and couldn't be more thrilled that we're making history right here in the city of Boston. And just know this, our legislature, the House, the Senate, the state of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts will stand with you today, tomorrow, and always. Thank you very much.
Hi all, thank you for coming. So my name is Bill McGregor. I was just elected Wednesday. I was just elected to the 10th Suffolk District on Wednesday, which covers West Roxbury, Rosendale, Jamaica Plain, and part of Brookline. I'm excited to start. So previously, I worked in Councilor Matt O'Malley's office, and I worked with a lot of you in seniors in the LGBT community, advocating for you. And I'm excited to go to the State House and advocate for you there. Have a great lunch. Happy Pride.